Alright. That's good. That's what it's gonna be. How would I... yeah, how's that look? Right there. Get that a little bit. Alright. Do my idle stretches right quick. I'm always gonna have to do a lot of crouching back and forth. That's just how we rumble, okay? One, two. It's just this muscle, whatever that is. This muscle, whatever this is. Alright. Alright. Adventurers. You ready for it? Just slightly ready for it. Okay. Wow, those tacos are not going down well. We're going to endeavor to deal with it, though. Alright, let's set this other one up. I sure do hope.
I hope nobody watches.
If nobody watches, then I don't have to worry about this messing up. It'll just be me witnessing the mess up. I think I've figured out how to, like, get this thing. I should probably start it, like, before or whatever without doing the introduction. I'm gonna do it anyway. Who cares? Okay. Alright. Okay. Just do this off the cuff. Just do it as we do it. Welcome, adventurers, bandits, ne'er-do-wells, everything in and around that spectrum. It's your boy, Ragnar the Barbarian, back at you with another adventure in the wonderful world of Eldoria. Today we are, well, we're on the sea. We are at sea on the Sovereign Reprisal. We were just summoned or whatever via the portal of the Shrine of the Ancestors. That's not really how I should start it, though. This, as an introduction, is an AI-guided adventure. All of the game aspects of all of this are everything you can see behind me. That is all pre-rendered, whatever that means. I should definitely stop using words I don't know the meaning of. This is actually a program written by an AI, directed by moi, Ragnar. As I said before, this is the Ragnar Show. And we're about to embark on an adventure. That adventure is open for interpretation, and we can pretty much bring it wherever we want to go as long as we come right back and also use the correct slides. And by slides, I mean the backgrounds, and then there's also going to be characters. You'll see. Whatever. Either way, I think we're ready to get into things. Let's start this thing by mixing up the vibe. All right, we're gonna head into the golden hour with a little tune that is really starting to be my favorite, and that tune is literally called Adventure. I can't pronounce the name of the dude who made it. I know the first name is Alexander, but I'm gonna butcher the last name. Either way, here we go. All right. And a scene. Also, I'm not looking at the right screen. Give me like half of a second. Cool. Okay. All right. Now, scene. Wait. Okay, now scene. We join our hero, Ragnar the Barbarian, thrust into the tempest that is the Jasmin Sea. We have found ourselves aboard the Sovereign Reprisal, a pirate ship manned by one Captain Haley Blacktide. After a confusing start to the adventure, we were thrown into jail and somehow found our way out of the brig with all of our limbs more or less attached. We're now trying to figure out what's going on. As a recap, I have a tablet in my possession. Also, I'm Ragnar, if you're just joining us. I have a tablet in my possession. It has a few words written on it. It's literally just save the children. That's all it is. It's all the information I've got. Once I was whisked away via some magical, via portal, I have only those words to go on. We find ourselves, after talking to the first mate, Lisa Crowfeather, on our way to talk to the quartermaster. We're going to meet the quartermaster in the ship's storage, which is where we are right now. He's kind of doing his own thing, probably picking up pirate stuff and sorting it. I don't really know what a quartermaster does. I assume it has something to do with storage. I assume it has something to do with logistics. So he's going to be here doing his logistical thing. And as Ragnar the Barbarian, I will walk up to him and I will ask him those famed words. What's up? How's it going? It's your boy, Ragnar the Barbarian. How's it banging? And of course, this AI isn't going to work the first time. So we're going to wait until it's done doing this whole generating its response thing. I also definitely should have said something about shortening the responses, but we're going to do what we do. All right. I need more pixels. We have the only pixels we have right now are what you can see on screen. I actually kind of wanted to put more pixels on, less pixels actually, on the characters because they seem a little bit too high res to be sprites. But whatever. Anyway, here we go.
As Ragnar the Barbarian approaches, the quartermaster looks up from his meticulous inventory of supplies, offering a quizzical look at the brazen introduction. He's a robust man, his arms lined with tattoos that tell tales of countless voyages across the Jasmin Sea. His attire, practical yet peppered with the odd trinket or bauble, suggests a life lived in equal parts on land and at sea.
What does he do?
And it's
again?
Your boy, is it? He
That
chuckles, setting aside his ledger and extending a hand weathered from years of hard labor.
Give him
I'm the one keeping this floating fortress supplied and ready. Anything from a nail to a noggin of rum, it passes through these hands.
Nice. So it is
now,
logistics.
What brings you to my domain, Ragnar the Barbarian? The quartermaster, though not explicitly named in the snippets provided, clearly plays a crucial role in the daily operations aboard
Right.
the Sovereign Reprisal, ensuring the ship remains a formidable presence on the high seas. His demeanor suggests he's accustomed to dealing with the varied and colorful personalities that make up the pirate crew, and he seems both amused and intrigued by Ragnar's straightforward approach.
Well, I mean, I aim to please. Well, Sir Quartermaster, if that is your given name, I have just been granted, I guess, freedom, not freedom, but freedom to walk about the ship by the first mate, Lisa Crowfeather. You may not have heard of me, but you will soon. I tend to make a name for myself when in good company. I am kind of just getting to know people. Also, Lisa told me to come talk to you. I assume you're going to give me some pirate gear. I don't have a sword. That would be the first thing I would want. You got one of those? Or what?
The quartermaster's eyebrows raised slightly at the mention of Lisa Crowfeather sending Ragnar his way, a knowing smile tugging at the corner of his mouth. Lisa's sent you to me, has she? That means she sees potential. or at least a body that can stand between her and trouble. He muses, stroking his beard thoughtfully. As for gear, we can certainly outfit you with the essentials. A sword, you say? Let's see what we have that suits a man of your
boy's good at swords.
Stature and unique approach. Turning, he moves towards a rack holding an assortment of blades, each with its own story whispered by the notches on their hilts and the patina on their guards.
The what? What's a patina?
After a moment's consideration, he selects a sturdy, well-balanced sword, offering it to Ragnar with a nod of approval.
What's a patina?
Try this.
Oh no,
It's seen its share of action, but holds an edge like it holds a grudge. He then steps over to a chest, rummaging through it before pulling out a leather belt with a sheath that fits the sword perfectly.
No, that's it. That's good. Whatever.
Can't have you walking around holding it all day. You'll need your hands free for.
I don't have a sheath.
Well, whatever it is you're planning on getting into. Anything else you're needing to make yourself at home on the Sovereign Reprisal? A cutlass is a good start, but a pirate's more than his blade.
I don't have a cutlass. I mean, I do
There's
have a cutlass, but it's in the other
gunnery,
room.
brawling.
Is it in the other room? Where did I put
Or perhaps there's something specific you're aiming to learn or acquire while you're aboard.
Right.
The quartermaster's question hangs in the air, inviting Ragnar to consider not just the...
Ragnar is fine with the sword. It's kind of all I needed. Also, just while I'm here, I'm going to take a look around. I'm assuming there's, like, pirate things in the pirate's storage. Probably why the quartermaster isn't looking. I'm just going to take a gander, see what we can't find in the Sovereign Reprisal's storage.
The quartermaster gives Ragnar a nod, seemingly content with the barbarian's acceptance of the sword.
Not holding the sword.
Very well, just remember, respect the code.
I don't know what the code is,
What's the cruise
brother.
stays the cruise, but finders of unclaimed treasures can claim a finder's share, within reason. As Ragnar takes the opportunity to glance around while the quartermaster busies himself with a ledger, the storage holds a veritable trove of items and curiosities that reflect the life and exploits of a pirate crew. Here, nestled among the mundane supplies necessary for a long voyage, are objects that tell tales of adventure, plunder, and the occasional misadventure. Navigational instruments, an assortment of compasses, sextants, and maps, some marked with mysterious X's, lie scattered across the table. They hint at uncharted destinations.
Alright, I'm not going to let it read through that entire thing. I already know what's on this. I already know what's here, okay? And the first thing, while the quartermaster isn't looking, I'm going to pick up that magical fish, okay? I see that there. It looks good. I'm going to grab that magical fish. I think it's in a container or something. I'm just gonna waltz out with it. Who really cares? Nonchalantly, also. Not trying to make it seem like I'm just taking a magical fish, but it looks shiny, and well, your boy likes magical things, especially kind of have a little bit of vagueness around it. So I'm gonna grab that, head up to the deck, and take a look around, see what I can't see on the deck. Also inspect that magic fish a little bit. I feel like I'm talking too much.
As Ragnar's attention zeroes in on the small, magical fish contained within a modest tank below decks, his approach is as daring as it is discreet.
What?
The tank, illuminated softly by the bioluminescence of its inhabitant, sits unassumingly among the myriad of storeroom treasures. With the quartermaster momentarily preoccupied, Ragnar seizes the opportunity, carefully lifting the tank with an air of nonchalance that belies the audacity of the act.
It is literally just in a tank, you say?
The fish, for its part, seems to regard Ragnar with a knowing eye, its colors shimmering more vibrantly as if in anticipation or perhaps approval of the impending adventure.
Mm-hmm.
These creatures, rare and imbued with the enchantments of the deep, are not common finds even among the vast and varied spoils of pirate plunder.
Yeah, we know.
Making his way to the deck, Ragnar blends in with the comings and goings of the crew, his presence on the ship now marked by the curious company he keeps in the form of his newly acquired, magical aquatic friend.
Yeah, and I just have it with me, of course.
The sea air greets him, mingling with the scent of adventure and the unknown as he steps into the light of day, the vast expanse of the Jasmin Sea stretching out before him. The deck of the Sovereign Reprisal is a flurry of activity, with pirates attending to their duties, the creak of wood underfoot, and the snap of the sails above. Yet, amidst this symphony of seafaring life, Ragnar takes a moment to inspect the tank more closely.
Yeah, it's a magical fish.
The fish inside is unlike any he's seen before.
Right.
It scales a kaleidoscope of colors that seem to dance and change with the fish's movements. It gazes back at him, intelligence in its eyes that suggests it is no ordinary creature. Some say that magical fish like this one can grant wishes or possess knowledge beyond the ken of mortal men, though such tales are as varied as they are unverified. As he stands there on the deck, fish in hand, Ragnar finds himself at a crossroads of possibility.
I'm gonna mess my legs up.
Will he attempt to communicate with this enigmatic creature, seek advice from the crew about its nature, or perhaps even consider releasing it back into the sea from whence it came? The ship, the sea, and the skies are all witnesses to his choice, ready to carry him forward on the tides of fate and fortune.
You know, that's a great idea. I like that idea, GB. I believe this small magical fish to be a captive upon this great vessel of a pirate ship, and I seek to release it back into the sea of which it came. So I'll just throw it. I'll just toss it straight overboard, probably with the tank. It'll sort itself out. I'm just gonna, and I guess I'll watch it splash. Oh, also, I'll make sure that there are no pirates watching me do this. But I will do it. 100%. With the weight of the decision? Okay.
With the weight of the decision firmly in his grasp, along with the tank, Ragnar scans the deck for any prying eyes. The crew, absorbed in their duties and the rhythmic dance of sea life, pays him no mind. With a stealth born of instinct and a dash of barbarian finesse, he finds a moment of solitude on the ship's railing, the vast, open sea before him whispering invitations to the secrets it holds below. He hoists the tank, a brief hesitation in the air as the gravity of his action settles in, releasing a magical creature back into its natural habitat, an act of liberation or perhaps a farewell to an untold mystery. With a gentle arc, Ragnar sends the tank overboard, watching as it descends towards the sea's embrace. The splash as it hits the water is surprisingly delicate, a soft punctuation to a significant deed.
Exactly.
For a moment, there's nothing but the gentle lapping of waves against the ship's hull, and then, something remarkable occurs. The water around the point of impact begins to glow, a luminous aura spreading wide across the surface. Colors swirl in the depths, a visible manifestation of magic at work.
Okay.
The tank shatters with a sound lost to the vastness of the sea, and the fish emerges, its form shimmering, magnified by its freedom.
Alright.
It pauses, a beat suspended in time, and then, with a flick of its tail, it dives, leaving behind a trail of sparkling light that fades as it plunges into the depths.
Sick.
For those few moments, the sea itself seems to acknowledge the gesture, a rare moment of connection between the world of men and the mysteries of the deep.
God.
Ragnar stands at the railing, the echo of his actions settling around him. Perhaps...
Okay. I don't mean to steal the light from you here, GB, but I've been around the block. I've done this adventure once or twice. I've seen what that magic fish does, alright? And when I throw it overboard, there's something that happens. So, I'm assuming that's going to happen, but it just takes a second. It does have something to do with an encounter, alright? But, that said, I guess I'll find the nearest pirate I can see and ask him if he has any information on the first mate or the captain. Okay, cool. So it's...
As the radiant spectacle of the magical fish's release fades into the sea's vast canvas, Ragnar, feeling the pulse of adventure quicken, turns from the railing to seek out the company of his fellow pirates. The nearest one, a pirate with a weather-beaten face and a keen eye, is coiling ropes near the mainmast. Approaching him, Ragnar inquires about the first mate, Lisa Crowfeather, and Captain Haley Blacktide, seeking insights or perhaps guidance on his burgeoning journey aboard the Sovereign Reprisal.
Yeah, what's the deal there, huh?
The pirate, pausing in his task, glances around before leaning in, lowering his voice as if sharing a treasured secret. You're asking about the first mate and our captain, are ye?
Obviously.
Lisa, she's as sharp as the edge of night.
Literally what I just said.
Her loyalty to Captain Blacktide's unmatched, and her skill with the blade, even sharper. She's got a mind for strategy that's saved this ship more times than I've got fingers and toes.
Oh my god, I don't care.
If you're looking to make your mark, showing your mettle in her sight might be the way.
Nice, okay,
He then
so
shifts,
that's what I was looking
casting
for.
a glance towards the captain's quarters at the mention of Captain Haley Blacktide. And Captain Blacktide, there's a leader born from the sea itself.
Yeah.
Feared by many, respected by all who know the true worth of that title.
And it's
She's not
captain,
just any
right?
captain. She's a force of nature, guiding this ship and her crew through storms and still waters alike.
Yeah, so forces
If you've
of
caught
nature.
her eye, it means she's seen something in you. Worth noting, that is.
Okay,
With a
sure.
knowing nod, the pirate returns to his work, leaving Ragnar with a sense of the reverence and respect the crew holds for their leaders.
Okay, sounds good. I think that's probably been enough time. Like I said before, I've been through this adventure. I know specifically throwing that magical fish back into the sea. That's going to start a situation where I get to show my mettle and get on Lisa Crowfeather's good side. Alright? And I'm not going to give anything away, but it does have something to do with Queen Melisandre of the Deep, okay? So if you can remember exactly what that encounter is, right quick, that would be, that'd be pretty cool of you, GB. I doubt if it's going to.
The act of releasing the magical fish indeed sets the stage for a momentous
Thank you for the
encounter,
follow.
one that tests the mettle of those aboard
Jeremy.
the Sovereign Reprisal and draws the attention of Queen Melisandre of the Abyss herself.
For cheesy. No, but it's like other
As
stuff
the sea
as well.
calms from the spectacle of the fish's release, a deep, rumbling undercurrent suggests that the waters of the Jasper Sea are not yet ready to return to their peaceful state.
What does that mean?
The crew's attention is suddenly drawn to a disturbance in the water, a whirlpool forming with alarming speed and intensity. From this aquatic tumult,
I
a figure
need, like,
emerges,
battle music. That's my
rising
fault.
from the depths with a commanding presence. It is Queen Melisandre,
There she
her
is.
appearance marked by both beauty and power, surrounded by a retinue of sea creatures that seem to bow to her will.
Yeah, that's right. I need, like,
The crew
battle
of the
music.
Sovereign Reprisal, led by First Mate Lisa Crowfeather, assembles on deck,
Where is
readying
it?
themselves for what might come. Lisa's gaze meets Ragnar's,
Oh, there it
a
is.
silent acknowledgement of the pivotal role he now finds himself in.
Alright, what are we thinking here?
The release of the magical fish,
Wretched
an act of
destroyer.
kindness or perhaps fate, has drawn the Queen's attention, and with it, an opportunity not only to prove his worth but to potentially alter the course of their voyage. Queen Melisandre
Oh, there you go.
speaks,
That's fine. Yeah,
her
I'm good with
voice
that.
carrying over the waves, resonating with the power of the ocean itself.
All you, Queen.
She acknowledges the release of the fish, a gesture that has not gone unnoticed. Her words hint at a test, a challenge to the crew of the Sovereign Reprisal to stand before the might of the sea and its queen. The nature of this challenge remains veiled in mystery,
Oh my
but its
God.
resolution promises to shape the relationship between the pirate ship and the rulers of the deep. Ragnar, standing among the crew, feels the weight of the moment.
How's it going? Can I do that again?
This encounter, born from a simple act of compassion, now holds the potential for great change. With the eyes of the crew, Lisa Crowfeather, and Queen Melisandre upon him, the stage is set for a display of bravery, wisdom, or perhaps negotiation.
Alright, I step forward, being as I am Ragnar the Barbarian, feared and respected or something like that. I was only feared and respected from, back in Roderick Village, but out here in the ship on aboard this gigantic pirate ship, I need to remake my name. And this is exactly how I'm gonna do it. I raise my head, I don't know, confidently, up to Queen Melisandre of the Deep. And I say, hey, hey, what's all this? I didn't know that fish was on the menu. And octopus, to be more specifically, because it seems like she's covered in octopus tentacles. You got yourself a challenge, do ya? Well, I got myself an answer. And it's, it involves, I'm gonna beat some stuff up. I guess spawn me like a crab creature or something, and I'll fight it. And I also assume that there's gonna be more, and the rest of the whatever, they're also going to fight. That's a given. I'm just saying, get on with it. You know what I'm saying? Also, that giant sea creature that you spawned behind you, that's pretty sick. Weird how you, like, kind of was birthed from it, but whatever. It happens. Either way, let's do this. I'm ready. Alright? This is how we do this. One viewer is crazy. Thank you very much. Try my darndest.
Ragnar's bold step
also, the
forward
algo
and his
is
brash
weird.
declaration cut through the tension on the deck like a saber through sailcloth.
That's right.
His words, a mix of challenge and bravado, ripple across the crew and the assembled beings of the deep, marking a pivotal moment in this high seas standoff. Queen Melisandre, her eyes reflecting the tumultuous depths of the ocean, regards Ragnar with a mixture of curiosity and amusement.
I love you too. Thank you very much.
The sea around her churns with life, the giant sea creature that heralds her presence letting out a low, resonant sound that vibrates through the very planks of the sovereign reprisal. With a graceful gesture, the queen nods, and from the swirling waters beside her, a creature emerges.
Alright.
A giant crab, its carapace gleaming like polished armor under the sun, claws clicking in anticipation, surfaces as Ragnar's challenger.
Ugh.
The crew of the Sovereign Reprisal, recognizing the unfolding duel, forms a ring around the main deck, providing a makeshift arena for this test of strength and mettle.
they're forming
First, mate Lisa Crowfeather steps back,
circle before
giving Ragnar the space he needs, her expression one of guarded respect for his willingness to stand before the Queen's summoned beast.
Alright, real quick, just back up. I know we're going fast here, but there's a giant fish creature and a crab that I'm trying to do battle with right now. And I know that everybody's surrounding me, kind of like a hip hop dance, but I'm gonna need some pretty epic narration, alright? Something that makes me look like some sort of Greek god, something explosive and wordy in like a weird kind of sort of poetic way, but also like mad manly, alright? Spit me some of that, GB. Spit me some, alright. I have to like...
In the tempest of anticipation that swells upon the Sovereign Reprisal's deck, Ragnar, a lone figure amidst the convergence of sea and sky, stands resolute.
Alright, bring it!
His silhouette, cast against the sun's relentless blaze, carves the visage of a warrior reborn from the lore of ancient gods, a testament to the indomitable spirit that pulses through his veins.
Yeah.
Before him, the sea bursts forth adversaries of mythic scale, a giant crab, its shell a fortress unto itself, armored against the follies of man, and the looming presence of a leviathan fish creature, a behemoth of the deep, guardian of forgotten secrets and submerged kingdoms. These creatures, summoned from the abyssal embrace by Queen Melisandre's will, emerge not merely as foes, but as the harbingers of Ragnar's ascendance, a trial by water to etch his name among the legends.
Sure.
The crew, encircling this arena of salt and spray, their breaths caught in the cage of their ribs, bear witness to a spectacle that transcends the ordinary clash of flesh and will.
We do have to get to the fighting, though.
They stand as the chorus to this epic, their murmurs the undercurrent to the saga unfolding. Ragnar, with the weight of the sword in his grasp,
only on Twitch.
a mere extension of his will,
kick
faces the gargantuan crab.
Oh, it's the crab
The
first?
creature, a titan clad in nature's own bastion, approaches with the inevitability of the tide,
Honestly,
its colossal
it's
claws poised to rend steel and sinew alike. But the barbarian's stance is unyielding, his resolve forged in the crucible of countless battles.
I'm about to just
his
start
spirit
hitting it.
Unbroken by the specter of defeat.
It's gonna take a second to do this.
As the clash ensues,
All right,
steel meets
there we go.
chitin in a symphony of sparks and fury. Each strike a verse in the ballad of Ragnar's defiance.
First of all, shield bash, obviously.
He dances with the grace of a
Stun him.
tempest, his
Still gonna
movements a
get hit by
maelstrom
that.
of violence and beauty, weaving between the arcs of the crab's deadly embrace. His blade singing the swan song of the beast's invincibility.
Oh, it's not being
And yet,
read.
amidst the chaos of battle, there is harmony. A
This is
balance
a-
struck
this
between
is
man and monster.
like AI,
a duel that
so-
transcends enmity to touch upon something primal. A recognition of strength and heart.
Oh my god.
Ragnar,
I'm just gonna fight it,
with
dude.
each calculated parry and thrust, does not merely combat his opponent. He converses with the very essence of the wild, his actions a declaration of his place within the world's untamed tapestry.
Am I, like...
The contest reaches its zenith, a crescendo of primal force
Oh my
and raw
gosh.
determination.
Oh, it's already at the end?
With a final,
Sick.
Herculean effort, Ragnar finds the chink in the Leviathan's armor,
The
a
what,
moment's weakness
dude?
amidst the impregnable. His sword, a beacon of his will, strikes true, cleaving through barriers both physical and existential,
Pow!
felling
What
the
does that mean?
colossal
What do you
adversary
mean
in a
existential?
cascade of foam and
Oh,
fury.
like I beat it up?
As the giant crab succumbs, its form dissolving into the sea from whence it came, Ragnar
Pa!
stands triumphant, not merely a man, but
Nice.
a legend incarnate, his
Good
victory
stuff.
a testament to the enduring saga of man against the impossible.
Only 23 experience.
The
You're
crew's
joking.
roar of approval crashes against the ship's timbers like a wave.
11
There acclaim
gold.
the crown upon Ragnar's brow, a warrior baptized by conflict, reborn from the depths as a figure of myth, his story woven into the tapestry
That's
of
right.
legend that blankets the seas of Eldoria.
That's right, your boy.
In this moment, Ragnar the Barbarian, through valor and steel, carves his name into the annals of eternity,
Your
standing
boy.
as a paragon of the untamed spirit that defines
I'm
the
in
heart of
it.
adventure itself.
I'm all over it. Alright, that was pretty epic. And I'll turn to Queen Melisandre and I'll say, are you not satisfied? Alright, and then I'll give it like a, you know that one movie, I think, what is that, Matt Damon? Is it Matt Damon? I don't think it's Matt Damon. The one where he's like a gladiator or whatever and he's like, are you not entertained? I'm gonna do one of those, alright? I'm a little bit of a showman. I'm gonna spin around, arms kinda out wide. I'll be like, what's up? Look at that, you see that? All me, baby. I'll like give some finger guns to the captain and the first mate. Hopefully that does it.
As the final echoes of battle fade, Ragnar, emboldened by his triumph over the colossal crab, turns to face Queen Melisandre, his voice carrying across the deck, a challenge and a plea woven into one. Are you not satisfied? He calls out, his
don't need to
words
talk
hanging
for
in the
me.
salty air,
I literally
a
just
bridge
said that.
between the realms of sea and ship. With the bravado of a seasoned gladiator, he channels the spirit of ancient heroes,
Who
his
is it,
stance
though?
wide, arms outstretched in a display
I
of
should have asked for the
undeniable
actor.
victory. Are you not entertained? He proclaims,
that's what I'm
invoking
thinking.
the timeless spectacle of combat and glory,
What is
his
it, though?
voice a clarion
What
call
movie am
to
I
all
thinking
who
of?
bear witness. The crew, caught in the rapture of the moment, their hearts thundering in their chests like the drums of war, watch as Ragnar, their comrade in arms, transforms the deck into a stage for his indomitable spirit.
Your boy. That's it. That's me.
With a flourish, he spins, an axis around which the tail
I
of
can't,
this
like,
day
actually
will orbit
spin.
for years to
Can
come.
you do, like, a
His
half
victory
one?
not just his own, but a beacon for all who sail under the black sails of the sovereign reprisal. Finger guns pointed towards Captain Haley Blacktide and First Mate Lisa Crowfeather, Ragnar's gesture is one of camaraderie and challenge, a silent declaration that here stands a warrior not just of might,
That's true. Also,
but
let me
of
get back
legend.
to my original, my original music here.
His theatrics, a blend of jest and earnest, bridge the gap between the dread of battle and the relief of victory, reminding all present of the thin line between peril and triumph.
All right, let's head back to the original vibe. All right, you're making this way too wordy. Also, quit the yapping. All right. Either way, I think I've proven myself. I bow to Queen Melisandre. I also bow to Captain Haley Blacktide and the first mate. I give a little salute to the rest of the pirates that are assembled, and I say, I think I've proven myself. All right. I think I should be free to walk the deck, as they say. Also, was that like it? I'm assuming that was kind of it. That would be an intense battle for anybody that wasn't me, you know? But since I'm me, it was a little easy. You can't really mess up when you're like that, you know? Let me check those biceps. Is it a gun show? Pythons? Love you too. Good luck to you as well, traveler. Welcome aboard. Hope to see you again.
With the battle behind him and the spectacle of his victory still fresh in the minds of all present, Ragnar, the essence of confidence and swagger, offers bows of respect to Queen Melisandre, Captain Haley Blacktide, and First Mate Lisa Crowfeather. His salute to the assembled pirates is both a thank you and a declaration. He's not just any newcomer to the sovereign reprisal, but a force to be reckoned with. I think I've proven myself, all right,
you don't need to
he
talk
states,
for me.
His voice carrying the unspoken tales of his exploits.
So that is in the instructions, by the way.
I should be free to walk the deck, as
Love
they
you
say.
too, Alex.
His words, casual yet filled with
Back
the
at
weight
it.
of his recent triumph, underscore his place among them. With a nonchalant air, he adds, "Was that it? I mean, for anyone who wasn't me,
Oh my
that
God.
would have been an intense battle.
It's saying
But
everything
since I'm
I
me,
said.
it was a bit easy."
Is it
Flexing
literally
in a
everything?
moment of jest,
Is it a paragraph?
Ragnar showcases his biceps, the gun
Myself.
show, his
I do.
pythons,
Bam,
adding
bam.
a touch of levity to the aftermath of what was undeniably a display of prowess and might.
It's definitely
His
getting
blend
way
of
too
humor
wordy.
and bravado bridges the gap between legend and man, reminding those around him that behind the feats of strength and courage lies a heart as vast and fathomless as the sea itself.
Yeah.
Queen Melisandre, witnessing the depth of his spirit and the strength of his resolve, offers a nod of acknowledgement, her decision clear. Captain Blacktide and First Mate Crowfeather exchange glances, a silent agreement passing between them. Ragnar has not only earned his place aboard the ship but also their respect, a rare currency among the free spirits of the sea. The crew, inspired by his actions and buoyed by his humor, welcomes him as one of their own.
Alright, let's shorten these responses down just a bit, okay? That's a little too much wordy words there, if you know what I'm saying. I guess I'm just waiting for Queen Melisandre to, dip back into the ocean, have her little pet gigantic sea monster kind of swim away, so we can get back to doing what pirates do best. Absolutely nothing.
Acknowledged. Queen Melisandre, with a final, dignified nod to Ragnar and the crew, gracefully descends back into the depths. Her majestic sea monster follows, disappearing beneath the waves, leaving behind a calm sea. With her departure, the atmosphere on deck shifts back to the bustling energy of pirate life. Ragnar, now firmly recognized by the crew, joins in as they set their sights on the next adventure, ready to embrace the pirate's life to its fullest.
Nice. Alright. So, that was great. Maybe a little longer than that, but I think we did pretty good in that battle. I think it's time to request that Captain Haley Blacktide allow me to come into her captain's quarters. I'd like to discuss exactly why I'm here. All right, why I've arrived on this wayward vessel, lost at sea. Probably not lost. It's probably doing its own thing. I'd like to ask all these questions and more when we get up there. But also, and I feel like I don't have to say this. I shouldn't have to say this, but don't talk for me. Just talk for the characters, all right? Not your boy. Ragnar can do his own talking.
With the battle behind him and newfound respect from the crew, Ragnar feels the time is right to seek a
I'm
deeper
thirsty,
understanding of his presence aboard the Sovereign Reprisal. Making his way to Captain Haley Blacktide's quarters, he prepares to engage in a conversation that might shed light on the mystery surrounding his arrival on this formidable pirate ship. Standing before the door to the captain's quarters, Ragnar takes a moment to collect his thoughts. His intentions are clear: to learn the reasons behind his being here and what destiny the ship, and perhaps Captain Blacktide herself, has in store for him. Knocking firmly, he waits for the acknowledgement from within. Captain Blacktide, aware of Ragnar's significant role in the recent victory and perhaps curious about his motives, invites him in. The captain's quarters are a reflection of the person who commands the sovereign reprisal, orderly, with a touch of the personal treasures and maps that speak of a life spent navigating the dangers and wonders of the sea. Captain Blacktide, Ragnar begins, respectful but direct. Tyrant. I've proven myself in battle, and I stand before you as someone seeking answers. I wish to understand why I'm here, on your ship, at this point in my journey.
Again, brother. Again.
What does fate have in store for us?
Alright, now I'll do the talking, okay? I know exactly... I've done this adventure before, alright? I'm an expert. I'm a professional. Alright, I've been sailing these waters for years. And by these waters, I mean... the game that I made. Captain Haley Blacktide. We haven't met before. We have, but I restarted the game. Now we don't know each other. It's your boy, Ragnar. Also, I have a magical tablet. This magical tablet has like 3 words on it. I didn't count. Probably should have. It says save the children. That's 3. That is 3 words. You gotta give that to me. I am here for that reason alone. So, it is just with the assumption here that there are children on board this pirate ship. And I'm assuming they're in this room with us. So why don't you bring them out, okay? And I have played this adventure before. I know there's 2, okay? And they're special. They're special little tykes. So bring them out. I guess we're gonna talk to them. All right. Let's get the lowdown. I'm trying to get some plot here, some story, as they say.
Captain Haley Blacktide, a figure known for her formidable presence and leadership, regards Ragnar with a measured gaze, one that has seen many horizons and weathered countless storms. The mention of the magical tablet and its cryptic message, "Save the children," seems to pierce through the captain's otherwise impenetrable demeanor, revealing a flicker of concern, or perhaps understanding, that suggests the weight these words carry for her. Ragnar, your boldness is as clear as your purpose. Captain Blacktide finally speaks, her voice carrying the depth of the sea itself. And you're right. There are indeed 2 young ones under my care.
Correct, I know this.
Special, they are, in ways that the likes of these rough seas have seldom seen. With a gesture to an adjoining room, she calls forth the 2 children Ragnar has come to find. Emerging into the light, hand in hand, are Prince Elian and Princess Amara, heirs to a kingdom not of this realm but of one deeply entwined with the fate of the sovereign reprisal and its crew. Their eyes, wide with the innocence of youth yet shadowed by the burdens they bear, meet Ragnar's, sparking a connection that transcends the ordinary. These young ones, Captain Blacktide continues, are far from home, cast upon the tides of a peril darker than the deepest trench.
I know. Well, I know that part.
Your arrival, marked by the words of that tablet, is no mere coincidence.
Obviously, it's a magical tablet. What are you talking about?
Or perhaps the weaving of a destiny much grander than any of us can foresee. Elian and Amara, their expressions a mix of hope and uncertainty, look to Ragnar, seeing in him not just a warrior who vanquished the beast of the deep but a protector, perhaps even a savior, promised by the legends of their people.
What do you... Okay, hold on.
Their safety, their return to their rightful place, is a task that carries the weight of entire realms upon its shoulders,
I guess,
says Blacktide, her gaze now fixed on Ragnar. The tablet you carry, the message it bears, save the children, it's a beacon that has drawn you to us, or us to you. Together, we must unravel the meaning behind these words, for their fate, and possibly the fate of many, rests in our hands. As the captain's words fill the room, Ragnar stands at the heart of a story that is unfolding with each passing moment, a tale of adventure, of destiny, and of a quest that might just change the course of history. The children, Elian and Amara, represent more than just a mission. They are the key to a mystery that wraps around the sovereign reprisal like the very mists that shroud the Jasmin Sea.
Okay, well, I don't know about
and
the
so,
topology.
With the captain's acknowledgement and the silent plea of the young heirs, Ragnar's journey takes a new turn, one that will lead him through peril and discovery, towards a destiny that is intricately linked with the lives of all aboard this pirate ship, and perhaps beyond.
Yeah, I know that. Alright, so, let's just get this straight right quick before I transition, okay? Because I need to, just the way that my bank account works, I can't have, one adventure lead directly into another adventure. I kind of have to pause, whatever. Anyway, here's the deal. Here's how I see it. Magically, I was cast upon this ship in the middle of its journey towards probably, well, I know where it's going, but I'm not gonna metagame, okay? I know specifically this is going to like another kingdom, and I'm assuming that they've been ousted and you're just kind of helping them out. I think that's fair. That's a fair assessment. Either way, I'm on board for it. And if you could give me the freedom of which to be under your reign as captain, my captain, I would have you entrust a little bit of power here. And by power I mean just the next stop that we get off of, give me a task or two. And just while we're talking about where we're going, I believe the next stop is Pirate Cove. Is that correct? Wink wink. I already know it is. I played this adventure before. Alright.
Captain Haley Blacktide listens attentively to Ragnar's summary and his request, a hint of a smile playing at the corners of her mouth.
I don't know why
a rare
everybody
sight
laughs
on the
at me.
battle-hardened captain's face. Ragnar, your understanding of our situation is astute. She acknowledges, the warmth in her voice belying the cold reputation that often precedes her. Yes, our journey has indeed intertwined with the fates of Prince Elian and Princess Amara, guiding them, and now you, toward a destiny that beckons from beyond the horizon. At Ragnar's request for a task and his inquiry about their next port of call, Captain Blacktide nods affirmatively. Pirate Cove, indeed, is where the winds carry us next, a place teeming with both danger and opportunity, a haven for those who, like us, navigate the fringes of the known and the unknown. She stands, moving to a table upon which lies a map of the seas, its lines and contours speaking of adventures past and those yet to be written. Your willingness to stand with us, to protect those under our flag and to embrace the uncertainty of our voyage speaks of the courage that runs deep in your veins, Ragnar.
It's your boy,
she says, her finger tracing a path on the map that leads to Pirate Cove. As for your role, the captain continues, turning to face him once more, I will entrust you with a task befitting your strengths and your spirit. Pirate Cove is a nest of intrigue and power struggles, a place where alliances are forged in shadows and broken on whims. Your task will be to help secure our foothold there, to ensure the safety of this crew and our young charges through wit, strength, or whatever means you deem necessary. The captain's gaze meets Ragnar's, a silent pact formed in that look, a mutual understanding of the journey ahead and the roles each will play.
Staring at one another. All right, whatever.
Under my reign, you will have the freedom to act, Ragnar. But remember, with freedom comes responsibility, not just to me, but to all who sail with us, and especially to Elian and Amara. Do we have an accord? As Ragnar prepares to answer.
Yes, we do have an accord. I get you. Alright, so how much longer we have until we touch down in Pirate Cove? I'm looking to start this adventure. Don't say anything like, it's not going to be a month. It's going to be a little less than that. But just let me know, and I'll get started on it, I guess. I'm not
Captain Blacktide nods at Ragnar's agreement, her expression one of approval. Very well, we have an accord, she affirms. Turning her gaze briefly out the window towards the endless sea, she calculates the ship's current pace against the map's promises.
Nice. Simple math.
We're making good headway, thanks in part to the winds favoring our journey. If they hold as they are, we should be making land at Pirate Cove in less than a week's time.
Oh my god.
She estimates, her tone reflecting the ever-present understanding that the sea holds its own plans and secrets. Use this time to prepare, Ragnar. Pirate Cove is no simple port of call. It's a crucible of alliances and enmities. A place where a man can forge his destiny.
Yeah, I get you. Alright, I understand completely. Okay, so, here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna need to pause this right quick and get the next adventure figured out. It's just, so the way that this is built, I didn't code it. It was actually coded via AI, and the AI isn't very good at coding. Also, I'm not good at coding. So basically, this program you're seeing, it's only for this adventure. I have to open up a separate program with the next adventure in it. So let's just say this is a loading screen. I haven't really figured out loading screens yet, honestly. Everything's just kind of loaded as we go. So anyway, that's the I'm just gonna do it, okay? Give me 5 seconds. Go get a drink. Adventurers, bandits, ne'er-do-wells, everything else in that spectrum. I will be right back. Do not leave. The Ragnar show is continuing. Just give me like 5 seconds. All right. Okay. Here we go. I love doing this because I'm horrible at it. Okay. All right. Close this. Open this. Go over here. I gotta do this. I gotta like rename this because I'm not gonna do that again. PT. And then move that back. Grab this. Copy. Head back to Pirate Cove. Throw that. New project. Hit this one more time. Oh wait, no, I can't click that. I have to do that. There we go. And then it renames it so I don't have to select it again. And that's gonna do its thing for like half of a second. And while it does that, I'm gonna get another drink of water. Your boy is parched. Love sitting in the void. It's great for the skin. It's a good exfoliator. Yeah, just everybody's got it. All right. Where is... Oh, here it is. Okay. On your own time, I guess. Jeez. It's mad hot with all these lights. Okay, we're good. Here we are. Good to rumble. Pirate Cove. Okay. I really should fix that. Okay. Resume. All right. Back at it again. Okay. Where's the music? Oh, there's the music. Okay. All right. After some rest and after a little bit of, I don't know, I guess I lived on the pirate ship for like a week. I'm sure that was comfortable. It's not to say that a barbarian wouldn't be comfortable on a pirate ship, but you know, I'm just letting you know it's probably not the easiest thing. Either way, we're back. We have made it to Pirate Cove, and we stand on the pirate ship deck of the Sovereign Reprisal. We look over the landscape of the Pirate Cove. It is a veritable oasis of debauchery and skullduggery. I can see buildings and a mountain or something, and there's also like forests and stuff. Quite a lot going on. I'm going to turn to Captain Haley Blacktide. I'm going to ask her specifically. You said I'm supposed to clear the way for you to disembark. What exactly does that mean? Do I have to go around the different crime families and see if they need help with certain tasks that only a barbarian can do, winning their favor, and also the peace that being friends with them would bring? Let me know. I don't know why I'm asking. That's exactly what it is.
As Ragnar surveys the bustling enclave of Pirate Cove from the deck of the Sovereign Reprisal, he's struck by the dichotomy of beauty and danger that it represents. The cove, with its ramshackle buildings clinging to the rugged landscape and the dense forests encroaching upon the shoreline, seems alive with potential and peril. Turning to Captain Haley Blacktide, Ragnar seeks clarity on his task, his question cutting through the salty air with the precision of a well-honed blade.
Sick.
The captain, her gaze lingering on the horizon where the tumultuous sky meets the untamed sea, finally looks back at Ragnar, her expression one of solemn determination. Ragnar, she begins, her voice carrying the weight of the responsibility she bears for her crew and their mission.
Your boy.
Pirate Cove is a nexus of power, greed, and ambition. It's not ruled by a single entity, but by a fragile balance among various factions, each with their own interests and codes. She pauses, ensuring Ragnar grasps the gravity of the situation. Your task, should you choose to accept it, involves more than just clearing the way for our disembarkation. It's about securing an alliance, or at the very least, a temporary peace, with these factions. Yes, this may involve aiding them in ways that only someone of your unique talents can, but it also means navigating the intricate web of their politics and rivalries. Captain Blacktide steps closer, placing a firm hand on Ragnar's shoulder.
Okay, thank you. Okay.
Winning their favor will not be easy, but your actions have already shown that you possess both the strength and the cunning to achieve what many cannot. Earn their respect, forge these alliances, and you will not only secure a safe harbor for us but also lay the foundation for a united front against whatever threats may come.
Okay.
With a final nod of encouragement, Captain Blacktide releases Ragnar, her faith in his abilities clear.
I suppose I'll put the
Remember,
sword away.
Ragnar, in Pirate Cove, words can be as powerful as weapons. Use both wisely. As Ragnar prepares to embark on this critical endeavor, he knows the eyes of the crew, and the fate of their mission, rests upon his broad shoulders.
Okay, cool. Right.
The path ahead is fraught with challenges, but also ripe with the promise of glory and the potential to shape the destiny of the Sovereign Reprisal and all who sail with her.
Alright, then I disembark, head down to the dinghy, and I'll row my way into Pirate Cove. I'll take a look around the streets of this veritable oasis of outlaws and cutthroats. And I'll look around. Let's see what we're dealing with. I'm assuming there's gonna be some buildings. I just need to know what kind of buildings there are. I know there's probably a big one. Okay, I know there's most likely a big one. That'll be the mayor's office. I'm gonna head there, but I'm not gonna head there just yet. I just want to go to the street and get a little descript. You know what I'm saying? You get what I'm saying? Where? There it is. All right. On whenever you're ready, GB. It's not like I'm doing a thing or anything.
As Ragnar makes his way to the dinghy, the anticipation of stepping into Pirate Cove energizes him. With a few strong strokes, he rows ashore, where the true adventure begins. The cove unfolds before him, a labyrinth of opportunity and danger, a place where fortunes are made and lost with the turn of a coin. The streets of Pirate Cove are a cacophony of sights, sounds, and smells.
My legs are locking up.
Buildings of various sizes line the uneven paths.
Maybe I shouldn't do
some appearing sturdy and others
thing.
looking as though a strong gust might send them toppling.
Yeah, sure, whatever.
Among them, Ragnar notes a few establishments that catch his eye. The Siren's Call Tavern, a rowdy establishment, its raucous laughter and the clinking of glasses spill out into the street.
Okay, we're gonna go there.
It's a place where pirates share tales of their exploits over rum so strong it could knock a lesser man to his knees.
Alright, sick. I'm gonna go there. I'm going straight to the Siren's Call Tavern. I'm good with taverns. Your boy frequents a lot of them. I'm gonna head on in there. I'm gonna eye down the bartender. Maybe buy myself a pint. I don't know what kind of currency they use here, but I know that gold is valuable everywhere, and I have a small patch of it, or a small little pouch of it, from my adventures in Roderick Village. I'll toss a coin up there. I'll be like, I'll take one of your best stuff. All right, I assume it's probably some high quality stuff like honey mead or ale, or I don't know. It'll just give me like the worst looking meat, like grog that I've ever seen. Don't do that, but I mean, I guess. All right. Where was it again? What was it? The Siren's Call? All right.
Ragnar strides into the Siren's Call Tavern with the confidence of a man well acquainted with places of merriment and mischief. The atmosphere inside is thick with the smell of salt, sweat, and ale, a cacophony of voices and laughter greeting him like an old friend. Patrons, a mix of pirates, sailors, and adventurers, crowd the tables, their faces illuminated by the warm glow of lantern light. Approaching the bar, Ragnar catches the bartender's attention, a seasoned pirate with a keen eye and a knowing smile, no stranger to the types of characters that drift into Pirate Cove. With a casual flick of his wrist, Ragnar tosses a gold coin onto the bar, the universal currency of favor in any tavern worth its salt. "I'll take one of your best,"
Exactly.
Ragnar declares,
I don't
his
know why
voice
it's
carrying
for
over
me.
the din. The bartender, appraising him with a quick glance, nods in understanding. Best, in the Siren's Call, is a relative term, but the bartender senses the measure of the man before him and decides on something with a kick.
Okay.
With a deft motion, the bartender fills a pint with a dark, swirling liquid.
Oh, sick.
It's not honey mead nor fine ale but grog,
Oh,
potent, fiery, and favored among the seafaring folk for its ability to warm the bones and blur the edges of a hard life at sea.
Great. It strips paint.
"Here you go," he says, sliding the pint across the bar to Ragnar. "This'll put the wind in your sails." The
I don't know what that
grog,
means.
while perhaps not the best, in terms of refinement, is indeed among the strongest the tavern has to offer, a testament to the rugged resilience required to navigate the waters of Pirate Cove. Ragnar, now with a pint of the tavern's finest grog in hand, has the perfect opportunity to blend in, gather information.
Okay, I see you. Alright, bartender. Thank you for the delicious whatever this is. I come to the Siren's Rest Inn, or whatever it was called, Siren's Call, something like that. I am looking to make peace with the families around the cove. I'd like to know the names and perhaps the locations, relative if they're hidden. I'm assuming most of them are hidden. Just so I can pop in, give my greetings, and hopefully make some friends. If you get what I'm putting down, all right. So if you know like who holds power in the cove, if I could get a point towards whatever direction, that'd be awesome. If you don't know, then I guess just let me know where the mayor's office is, and I'll go to them. It's usually the bartender that knows
The bartender,
most.
now fully attuned to Ragnar's quest,
Anyway,
leans
so.
in slightly, the noise of the tavern seeming to fade as he shares the coveted knowledge. "Making peace with the families, eh? That's a tall order, but not impossible," he muses, his voice low, ensuring the conversation remains between them. "Here in Pirate Cove, power is as shifting as the tides. But there are a few. Let's call them interests. That holds sway. He begins to list them, counting off on his fingers. The Marrow family. First, you've got the Marrows. Gillian Gil Marrow runs the Salty Kraken, just on the edge of the market square.
Gotcha.
More than just a restaurant, it's a meeting place for those seeking discretion.
Right, what do they do?
The Marrows have their fingers in many pies, trade being just one of them.
Gross.
The Shadow Cove Bandits. Then there are the Bandits of Shadow Cove, led by Marcus the Viper Blackthorn.
Alright, that sounds
up
like
in the
we're getting
caverns to
somewhere.
The west. Not the easiest bunch to negotiate with, but they respect strength and cunning.
Alright, you know what? I like the cut of the Shadow Cove, whatever you just said. The bandits or whatever. I'm assuming they're in a cave. I'm gonna head out the door, and I'm gonna try and find my way to the Shadow Cove or whatever, those bandits. You know what I'm saying?
Ragnar, fueled by the bartender's insights and his own adventurous spirit, decides to seek out the Shadow Cove Bandits.
That's right, that's what they're called. My fault.
Exiting the Siren's Call Tavern, he steps back into the bustling streets of Pirate Cove, the information about the bandits' whereabouts turning over in his mind. The Western Caverns, a place whispered about in hushed tones among the tavern's patrons, are his destination. Navigating through the lively market square, where merchants hawk their exotic wares with boisterous calls,
I guess
Ragnar moves with purpose.
We're having a tour.
The air is thick with the scent of salt and spices, the murmur of the sea a constant backdrop to the symphony of pirate life. As he approaches the outskirts of Pirate Cove, the dense forest begins to give way to the rugged terrain that marks the path to the Western Caverns.
I have a cat that travels with me.
The journey is not without its perils. The lands around Pirate Cove are as untamed as the sea itself,
It's just
with
a
hidden
black
pitfalls and potential ambushes lurking in the shadows.
And the background is black, so you can't see it.
Yet Ragnar presses on, his resolve undimmed.
Just the green screen
The caverns,
problem.
known to be the lair of the Shadow Cove Bandits, soon come into view.
You know what? I might add
The
one.
entrance,
just
a
for
gaping
you.
maw in the side of a craggy hill,
Oh, what was I doing?
looks as foreboding as the rumors suggest. A faint light flickers within, suggesting activity and, perhaps, the presence of the bandits themselves.
Oh, there it is. Alright.
With a deep breath, Ragnar readies himself for what lies ahead.
Yeah?
Approaching the bandits requires not just courage, but tact.
Whatever, okay, I'm gonna head straight into the cave. I'm gonna find the hardest looking dude that came out wrong. I'm gonna find the toughest looking guy in here. I'm gonna walk up to him and I'm gonna give him a headbutt. In respect, okay? That's a respectful thing to do. That's how pirates they say hello to one another. I'm gonna do that. I'm sure that's gonna win me some points.
Ragnar's determination steers him into the heart of the cavern, the flickering torchlight casting shadows that dance along the walls, hinting at the danger and lawlessness that thrive within. The cave's interior is a hive of activity, with bandits moving about, their conversations a blend of plans, boasts, and the clinking of loot. Surveying the scene, Ragnar locks onto the toughest-looking individual in the cavern, a mountain of a man standing amidst a group of bandits.
That's not him.
His presence commands attention, his scars telling tales of battles won and challenges faced. This, Ragnar decides, must be one of Marcus, the Viper, Blackthorn's lieutenants, if not the Viper himself.
Right.
With confidence in his stride, Ragnar approaches the man. As he closes the distance, the conversations around him die down, the bandit's eyes following his every move. Standing before the lieutenant, Ragnar leans in and delivers a head nod, a gesture of respect among those who live by the sword and the sail.
Headbutt, dude.
It's a bold move, one that carries risk, but Ragnar's demeanor leaves no room for doubt. He's here on serious business. The bandit leader, taken aback by Ragnar's audacity, pauses for a moment to appraise him.
Yeah, what up?
Then, understanding the intent behind the gesture, he returns the nod, a grudging respect evident in his eyes.
I guess, dude. That's not really what I
And
wanted.
who might you be, to walk into Shadow Cove unannounced and greet me like an old mate?
It is I! Ragnar the Barbarian. You may not have heard of me. I did just step off of a pirate ship of which I was teleported onto by mysterious magical means. But I am Ragnar the Barbarian nonetheless. And I come here to make peace with your family. Now I don't see the Viper, around here. So I'm guessing he's just not here right now. Would you happen to know where the Viper is? I'm trying to have a conversation with him. Mano a mano, as they say. Probably not here. I don't think pirates talk like that. But I'm thirsty. Give me like half a second. All this adventuring, man.
The bandit leader, now identified by the surrounding whispers as one of the Viper's trusted lieutenants, raises an eyebrow at Ragnar's introduction and the tale of his magical arrival. The cavern falls into a deeper silence, the curiosity of its occupants piqued by this stranger's bold claim and quest for peace. Ragnar the Barbarian, the lieutenant repeats, rolling the name on his tongue as if tasting its truth.
Yeah.
The Viper's not one to linger where he's least expected.
What does that mean? What?
He's out on, let's call it business.
Okay.
But your message, your intent, it's clear. He studies Ragnar for a moment longer, then makes a decision. Making peace, you say? With our family? He chuckles, the sound echoing off the stone walls, devoid of mockery but rich with the weight of experience. That's a bold move, indeed. Marcus the Viper Blackthorn values strength, but he also respects those with the courage to seek him out for the sake of peace.
Okay, well clearly Marcus the Viper isn't here. I can take subtle hints, especially from you telling me he's not here. So, I would like to inquire on where he might be. I've heard on the streets that the bandits formerly known as in the Shadow Cove or whatever it was. It's the bandits in the Shadow Cove. Kind of a lame name, I'm not gonna lie. I like the Viper though, that's a sick name for a leader. Are you guys the Vipers of Shadow Cove? That's awesome, sorry. I'm just making this up. I know this actually isn't you. I'm trying to find where he's at specifically. If you could fill me in, that'd be sick. If not, totally understand. He's one of those guys, likes to be aloof. That's just the world, alright? But I heard you guys might be in some trouble. Financially, perhaps. And by financially in trouble, I mean you might need some of my money to bribe you to not attack our pirate ship. But if you have anything you need help with, let me know, because I don't have a lot of coin, and it's probably not enough to bribe an entire Shadow Cove of bandits. There's a lot of assuming going on right now, but I may be a barbarian, but I'm a quick thinker, alright?
The lieutenant, now clearly seen as the acting authority in Marcus, the Viper, Blackthorn's absence, listens to Ragnar's somewhat rambling but earnest spiel with a patience born of leadership.
What did you say to me?
A slight smirk crosses his face at the mention of their name, and the financial predicament rumors have suggested therein. Alright, Ragnar the Barbarian, he finally responds, the amusement clear in his voice but his eyes sharp with business. First off, it's the Shadow Cove bandits, but the Vipers of Shadow Cove does have a certain ring to it, doesn't it? As for Marcus, you're right. He's a difficult man to pin down. Likes to keep his whereabouts close to his chest, especially when there's, let's call it, delicate business to attend to. He leans in, lowering his voice as if to share a secret. But since you're here offering aid, and seeing as how you're not keen on parting with your coin, not that we take it without good cause, there might be another way to settle your intentions of peace and assistance. The lieutenant straightens up, his demeanor shifting to one of contemplation. The Viper's been dealing with a thorn in our side, a rival group encroaching on what we consider our waters. They've been a nuisance, costing us more than just coin. Help us deal with them, and you'll have not only earned our gratitude but potentially the Viper's audience when he returns. He offers a hand to Ragnar, an agreement in the making.
Yeah.
Help us, and we ensure your ship and crew are off our target list. Plus, I'll personally vouch for you to the Viper.
Alright. Not that I'm saying that you're wrong here, but I have done this adventure once or twice. Alright. I know specifically the problems that you're in are like because of Viper's gambling issues, okay? Do you pick up what I'm setting down? Do you understand? If we could get back on track, that'd be great. Jeez. You know, you feed them, you try to raise them.
Acknowledging Ragnar's insight and his prior knowledge of the Shadow Cove bandits' situation, the lieutenant gives a resigned nod, a hint of frustration visible for the first time.
What does that mean? Oh, my
you're sharper than most who come through here, Ragnar. Yeah. He admits, the facade of indifference slipping.
I do have a sword.
Marcus the Viper Blackthorn, for all his cunning and leadership, has, let's just say, a penchant for wagering that's led us to some precarious financial straits. He sighs, the weight of his next words bearing down on him. It's true. Our current predicament is largely due to the Viper's gambling. It's a vice that's cost us, one that's put us in a tighter spot than we'd like to admit. Not something we make known to just anyone, but it seems you've got a knack for seeing beyond the surface.
No,
The lieutenant looks squarely at Ragnar, a new level of respect in his eyes.
Yeah?
If you're offering help, knowing what you know, then perhaps there's a way to address the root of our troubles. Help the Viper settle his debts, and you'll...
Sounds good. I'm gonna do that. Let me guess. He hangs around the Marrow family? I heard about them on the way here. Sounds like they have a, some type of betting ring going on. If you could point me in the direction of the Salty Kraken, I'll be on my way. Actually, you know what? Nah, let's do that. Point me in the direction of the Salty Kraken, and I'll do what I can. How's that?
The lieutenant's expression shifts to one of slight surprise at Ragnar's quick deduction, but he nods, acknowledging the wisdom in the guess.
Something affordable.
You've got the right of it. The Marrows, particularly the Salty Kraken, that's where you'll find the heart of gambling in Pirate Cove, and likely
Alias,
the Viper himself if he's not out on business. He gestures towards the entrance of the cavern, indicating the path back to the bustling streets of Pirate Cove.
Yeah?
Head back towards the market square. You can't miss it.
Obviously, it's the market
The Salty
square.
Kraken is right on the edge, hard to miss with its sprawling size and the constant, lively ruckus spilling out its doors. Gillian Marrow runs a tight ship, and her establishment is the center of more than just trade and tales. That's where you'll likely find the lead you need. With a firm nod of thanks, Ragnar prepares to depart, his mission now clear. The lieutenant calls out, "Good luck, Ragnar! And remember, the balance of power in Pirate Cove is a delicate thing.
Good stuff.
Tread carefully, but tread true." Ragnar steps out into the light, the sounds of Pirate Cove enveloping him once more.
Okay, cool.
The path to the Salty Kraken is straightforward, but the task ahead is anything but. With the knowledge of the Viper's gambling habits, and the influence of the Marrow family in mind, Ragnar makes his way through the throngs of pirates and merchants, his sights set on the infamous tavern. The Salty Kraken, with its boisterous atmosphere and shadowy corners, awaits Ragnar's approach. Inside, the answers to the Shadow Cove bandits' financial woes may be found, along with the opportunity to sway the Viper back towards the stability his crew desperately needs.
Awesome. Thank you for doing your best to keep that quest on track. I know we are kind of deep into the chat right now, so that tends to make the AI a little dumb. But with my guidance, we can definitely get this show on the road. Either way, I walk through the streets of the marketplace. It's boisterous and airy environment, adding I don't know, some kind of... It smells weird in here. It smells mad weird. Probably a lot of spices. Pirates, they steal a lot of spices. Cumin, pepper. I think that's the only thing that I know at the moment. I'm gonna be honest. I'll walk straight through there, and I'll find the salty kraken amidst the rabble, and I guess I'll walk in. Is this like do I have to sit down, or do I stand? Do I wait to be seated? I'm sure it's not one of those restaurants, but you know, I guess I'll wait for somebody to yell at me. Pirate Cove music is
navigating through the
depressing.
bustling marketplace with its cacophony of sights, sounds, and the distinctive aromas of exotic spices mixed with the saltiness of the sea. Ragnar makes his way towards the salty kraken. The marketplace is indeed a sensory overload, with pirates, merchants, and adventurers all mingling in the pursuit of trade, information, or just a good time. The air is filled with the scents of cumin, pepper, and other, less identifiable spices, remnants of stolen cargoes that have found their way into the local cuisine, contributing to the unique olfactory experience that is Pirate Cove.
That smells weird in here.
Arriving at the Salty Kraken, Ragnar finds the tavern to be a sprawling establishment, its exterior bearing the marks of many a rowdy night. The sound of laughter, shouting, and the occasional shanty spills out from its open windows and door, inviting all who dare to step inside.
An AI-guided adventure.
Ragnar enters the tavern and is immediately struck by the lively chaos within.
Welcome aboard.
The place is packed with patrons, and the air is thick with the smell of ale, sweat, and the briny depth of the sea. It's clear that the Salty Kraken operates on a more casual basis. No waiting to be seated here. Patrons simply find a spot wherever they can, some at tables, others standing at the bar, and a few in the darker corners, engaged in quiet, intense conversations.
Gotcha.
Choosing to blend in, Ragnar makes his way to the bar, an approach that seems to suit the establishment's free-for-all atmosphere.
Who are we talking to right now?
As he settles in, the bartender, a woman with a keen eye and a no-nonsense demeanor, spots him. She's busy but efficient, managing orders and conversations with the ease of someone well-versed in the art of tavern keeping. "What ya having?" she calls out to Ragnar over the din, ready to take his order.
Alright. I think I'll have some of that salty kraken, alright? I hear it's good. From the sign. I mean, you wouldn't advertise something that you're bad at making. So, grab me a dish of that. Also, just while I'm here, I know this might be impolite conversation, but I hear you got a betting ring. I also hear it has to do something with turtles. Mad weird. But if you could help me out and point me in that direction, I'll gobble up this kraken and then head back. I have some business with the Vapor. The Vapor? Cool. Good stuff.
The bartender gives Ragnar a quick, appraising look, a hint of amusement flickering in her eyes at the mention of the Salty Kraken. With a nod, she turns away for a moment to relay the order to the kitchen. "One Salty Kraken special, coming up," she calls back, the corners of her mouth twitching upwards in a smile at Ragnar's adventurous spirit.
Why does everybody laugh at me,
Turning
man?
her attention back to Ragnar, she leans in slightly, lowering her voice despite the din of the tavern. "As for the betting ring, you've heard right. We've got a bit of an unusual tradition here in Pirate Cove, turtle races. It's a favorite pastime for many a pirate looking to wager their hard-earned gold on something other than the usual card games and arm wrestling matches." She glances around the tavern, ensuring their conversation remains private. "If you're looking to get in on that action, head to the back. There's a door to the left of the bar, can't miss it. Tell them Jayla sent you."
Who?
They'll know what it means.
What did you
As
say?
she finishes her instructions, the bartender, Jayla, slides a plate in front of Ragnar. The dish is an impressive sight, featuring the house specialty that has undoubtedly contributed to the tavern's fame.
Is it actually a thing it's cracking?
The aroma alone suggests that the kitchen knows its craft well.
Okay.
Enjoy the meal, Jayla says, her tone shifting back to the brisk, efficient manner of someone who runs a busy establishment. And good luck with the betting ring.
Yeah,
just remember, it's all in good fun, until it isn't. Keep your wits about you.
Alright. I scarf down that bowl of Kraken. It's also salty, I would imagine, because that's the name of the restaurant. It's Salty Kraken. Okay. I give a nod to the bartender, and I shall head out to the backyard of the restaurant through the door on, I think she said the left or the right. I'm not going to reread it. Going straight out there, see what I can find, see what the betting ring looks like. I'm assuming there's turtles and there's people betting. This is a weird song.
After finishing the surprisingly tasty and indeed aptly named Salty Kraken dish, Ragnar gives a grateful nod to Jayla, the bartender, for both the meal and the information. Ready to dive deeper into the peculiar world of Pirate Cove, he makes his way to the back of the Salty Kraken, following Jayla's directions to the door that leads to the betting ring. Finding the door to the left of the bar just as instructed, Ragnar steps through, leaving the rowdy tavern atmosphere for the anticipation-charged air of the betting ring. The transition is stark. The noise of the tavern fades into the background, replaced by the excited murmurs and shouts of patrons gathered around the main attraction.
Thank you for the follow, Vic.
The betting ring is a well-organized chaos. Pirates, sailors, and various other patrons of the Salty Kraken are huddled around a large, makeshift racing track designed specifically for turtles. It's an unusual sight, to say the least. Turtles, adorned with small, colorful flags representing their backers, are poised at the starting line, their handlers readying them for the race. Bets are being placed rapidly, with money changing hands and odds shouted across the crowd.
Thank you for the like, Josh. Good to have
it's
you
clear
aboard.
That, despite the seemingly whimsical nature of turtle racing, serious business is conducted here.
Serious business for a serious race, to be sure. These turtle races are... I don't know how fast a turtle goes. What's like the average land speed of a turtle? Not average. What about if it's running really fast? Anyway, I'm here looking for the Viper, so I'll scan the crowd, see if I can't see him. And actually, before we talk to the Viper, I'm gonna walk up to whoever's directing this betting ring of turtles and ask him what the buy-in is. I don't have much, but your boy likes to get in on it.
As Ragnar surveys the lively crowd gathered around the turtle racing track, he takes a moment to appreciate the sheer oddity and excitement of the event. His query about the land speed of a racing turtle goes unanswered in the cacophony.
Sick.
But it's
cool.
Clear these turtles are more about the thrill of the gamble than breaking any speed records.
But whatever.
Turning his attention to the task at hand, Ragnar approaches the individual who seems to be overseeing the betting ring.
He's really doing a number on my knees.
This person, a charismatic figure with a sharp eye and a quicker smile, is busy managing bets and encouraging the crowd to partake in the next race. Interested in joining the fun? The ringmaster asks, noticing Ragnar's approach. The buy-in for the next race is a modest 10 gold pieces.
10?
It's a small price for the excitement and the chance to win big, wouldn't you say? The amount is reasonable enough, suggesting the races are as much about entertainment and community as they are about the gold.
Alright, okay. I'd get out my satchel. I only have like 30, but I'll go as a modest buy-in for 10, and because I'm a betting man, and I know I got some good luck, let's throw in 5 extra. That's 15. And then I'm gonna need you to introduce me to all of the turtles you got going on. I need to make a value judgment and to look at each one, make sure that I like the cut of their jib before I bet on them. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna have to find the one that's worth 15 gold, alright?
The ringmaster's eyes light up with amusement, and a hint of respect at Ragnar's willingness to not only join in the betting but to go above the standard buy-in.
They named it. Cool.
A bold move, friend. I like your style.
Thank you.
He declares, pocketing the gold pieces with a deft flick of his wrist.
Prada. Gucci.
15 it is. Let's get you acquainted with our contenders then. He guides Ragnar to a more intimate view of the track, where the turtles are being prepared for the race.
Okay.
Each turtle, surprisingly spry for their reputation of slowness, sports a small colored flag attached to its shell, serving as an identifier for the spectators. The ringmaster introduces them with a flourish. Turbo, sporting a bright blue flag. Turbo is a smaller turtle with an energetic twitch to his movements.
Okay, well, obviously that's a good one.
His handler insists he's a consistent performer with a strong finish. Shelly, marked by a vibrant red flag, is a bit larger, her shell polished to a gleam. She's a crowd favorite, known for her sudden bursts of speed. Mossback, with a green flag, Mossback is the oldest turtle in the lineup.
Oh, well, obviously I'm not going to bet on
slow,
Mossback.
Deliberate movements belie a cunning strategy on the track,
Lightning?
Making him a dark horse. Or turtle, in this case.
What?
Lightning. The yellow-flagged Lightning is the youngest racer. His tiny frame...
Okay, so we got Captain... Who is... Okay, here we go. We got Turbo, Shelly, Mossback, Lightning, Captain Slow. Obviously, I'm not going to bet on Captain Slow. I don't know. I'm liking Turbo, honestly, but Lightning is a little bit faster than Turbo. Yellow flag? Alright. I think I know what we're gonna do here. Okay. Here's how we do this. Alright. I stand back up and I look at the betting ring organizer and I say, I've made my decision. I know exactly who I'm going to bet on. Alright? I like the cut of Lightning's jib. Alright? He looks like a winner. And that's exactly what I want my $15 to be staked on. A winner. So, here's how this is going to go down. We're going to roll a die. Okay? We're going to roll the die for each one of these turtles, and the closest one to 20, or sorry, the highest number, wins. Alright? Also, the die is going to be a D20, as you do. I'm also going to put on some music. And, you know, may the best turtle win. Also, may mine win, specifically. Oh wow, it's just doing it. Okay, whenever you're... Whoa, alright. Just did it automatically.
The excitement in the air is palpable as the ringmaster nods at Ragnar's method for deciding the race, a smile playing at the corners.
Stop, dude, everybody laughs at me, man. What is happening? Did it stop randomly? Okay, well let's just get some racing music, shall we? That's more of like battle music, but we're gonna go with it. Okay. On your own time, man.
The excitement in the air is palpable as the ringmaster nods at Ragnar's method for deciding the race, a smile playing at the corners of his mouth. As the die rolls for each turtle, the crowd leans in, the suspense building with each turn.
I'm ready.
The music swells, adding to the atmosphere of anticipation. The rolls come in as follows. Turbo 6.
Nice.
Shelly 9.
Got it.
Mossback 9.
Gotcha.
Lightning 10.
Yes!
Captain Slow 6.
Alright.
With a roll of 10, Lightning emerges as the winner of this unconventional race. His youthful energy and unpredictability proving to be a winning combination. The crowd erupts into cheers and groans, the outcome pleasing some and disappointing others. Ragnar's choice, Lightning, has indeed proven to be the winner.
That's how we do
His
it, baby.
bet paying off in this high-stakes game of chance.
That's how we do
and
it.
turtle racing.
We win these.
The ringmaster turns to him, a broad grin on his face.
What's up?
Well, it seems luck is indeed on your side today, Ragnar.
As it does.
Lightning has done you proud. Ragnar's winnings are handed over. His stake in this race not only earning him a tidy sum but also the respect and attention of those around him. It's a moment of triumph, one that cements his standing in the lively and unpredictable world of pirate.
Alright. You know what this calls for? Double or nothing, baby. I got 20 gold on it now. That's all my winnings. I don't know what the odds were, but I'm assuming they just doubled my money. So let's double it again. Roll them. Also, this is not race music, man. Alright. Come on.
The air is charged with anticipation as Ragnar boldly declares, "Double or nothing."
That's right.
Putting all his winnings back on the line.
We're doing it. We're doing it
the
again.
The crowd, already buzzing from the previous race, rallies around for another round, the excitement reaching new heights. The rolls for the turtles are as follows this time. Turbo 10, Shelly 3, Mossback 4, Lightning 17,
17,
Captain Slow
baby.
1.
Oh
Lightning,
my god.
Living up to his name and Ragnar's faith in him,
so this is what I'm doing.
With a roll of 17,
this is how we do it, okay?
Clinching the victory once
Last
more
time
in this thrilling
it was like triple losses.
The crowd's reaction is a mix
it.
of awe and disbelief as Lightning proves himself to be the champion of the track, not just once,
what does that say?
but twice in a row. Ragnar's gamble pays off. His winnings now effectively doubled from his original stake.
That's sick. Okay, I got
the
40
ringmaster,
now.
With a look of impressed incredulity, hands over the gold.
Alright. Okay, I'm feeling it now, baby. I got 40 gold plus my original 20 that I had before I took away the 10. I'm looking at 60 gold todo dia. Alright? I'm feeling really good. I'm gonna put it all on Lightning. One more time. Okay? Actually, you know what? I'm gonna double that. I know I have 60, but I'm gonna bet 120. That's how much I believe in Lightning. To bring home the W once again. Throw it up. Let him go. Alright? We're ready for it. Let's do this.
The energy in the room is electric as Ragnar places a staggering bet of 120 gold on Lightning, his faith in the speedy turtle unshaken. The crowd gathers round, the anticipation palpable, everyone eager to witness what could be an unprecedented third victory for Lightning.
Yeah, that's right.
The roll for the turtles is as follows. Turbo 3, Shelly 20, Mossback 4,
oh my god.
Lightning 20,
20,
Captain Slow 20.
20, 3 20s.
In a stunning turn of events, the race concludes in a tie between Shelly, Lightning, and Captain Slow, all rolling a perfect 20.
Okay, well that's dumb.
The crowd is in uproar, the excitement at boiling point. However, the rules of the betting ring dictate that in the event of a tie, the winnings are split between the tied parties.
Okay, well that just means I got more to bet this time, okay? I'm going quadruple or nothing, alright? I'm betting everything I just had, plus a little more. I'm not going home until I'm a millionaire, okay? And that's all gold, okay? I came here with 30 gold and a dream, and I'm leaving with thousands, okay? I think I'm at like 120 or something. I'm not good at math. I'm a barbarian. Put it all down on Lightning, plus a little more, okay? If I lose, I lose. But if I win, I'm a legend. Roll 'em. Roll it. Roll it right now. We are... This is how you do it, okay? This is how you become
Ragnar's
a
unwavering
millionaire.
determination and audacious spirit catch the attention of everyone in the room. The ringmaster, both amused and impressed by Ragnar's resolve to go quadruple or nothing, nods in agreement. Alright, Ragnar. You're either going to make history today or give us a story we'll be telling for ages.
Oh god, alright.
Let's see where Lightning takes you this time. The atmosphere in the salty Kraken is electric, the crowd drawn in by the saga of Ragnar and Lightning, witnessing a gamble that could either make or break the bold barbarian.
Thank you for the follow,
Everyone
Stardust.
holds their breath as the die is cast once more, the fate of Ragnar's quest for gold hanging in the balance. Let's see how the die rolls this time for lightning.
All right.
Rolling the die.
Well, don't leave me in suspense, dude. Are you serious? Did you just pause? Okay, I gotta do this. I gotta do this the weird way. I cannot do it any other way. Oh wait, no, we're good. Let's go right back down.
We join our hero, Ragnar the Barbarian.
Alright.
The die rolls and the results for the turtles are as follows. Turbo, 12.
Nice, okay.
Shelly, 13.
Whatever.
Mossback, 13.
Those are kind of high.
Lightning, 7.
No!
Captain Slow, 10.
Damn it!
In a turn of events,
Oh,
Shelly
God!
and Mossback tie for the highest roll.
Oh, no!
But with Lightning not leading this race,
I've lost
Ragnar's
everything!
ambitious gamble faces a setback.
Oh,
The
it's
crowd
gone!
reacts with a mixture of shock,
Oh, it's all
sympathy,
gone!
and admiration for the barbarian who dared to dream big. The ringmaster approaches Ragnar, his expression a mix of respect and consolation. Ragnar, your spirit is the stuff of legend.
Oh my
truly.
God.
But it seems the tides weren't in our favor this time. He claps Ragnar on the back, a gesture of camaraderie. You've shown us the heart of a true adventurer today. Bold, unyielding.
Alright. Save it. How much am I in the hole for? Okay, so I was at 120. That was all my money. I also doubled it. So I'm in the hole 120 gold. In my entire adventuring career, I only got 30 gold. Do you take a payment? Do you have a payment plan or anything around these parts? All right, one. Let me also switch the music back.
It looks like you've had quite the adventure, and now find yourself in a financial pickle after betting big at the turtle races.
Oh my God.
While Pirate Cove might not have conventional payment plans you'd find in more law-abiding societies,
Yeah, whatever.
there are always ways to work off debts or negotiate terms, especially for some.
All right, let me talk to Gillian. Not Gillian. The dude, the betting ring guy, okay? Listen, I'm good for it, okay? I know I only came here with 30 gold, but I'm good for an 120, okay? I'm down on my luck. I'll admit that, okay? Every barbarian, he admits when he's been defeated. But maybe we can come to an agreement, you and I, all right? One warrior to another. Is there any chance maybe you'd take collateral or whatnot? I'm actually here on a quest. Maybe you could send my tab to the Viper or something like that. I'm actually fairly important to this world. I am a legendary adventurer. I'm good for 120 gold, okay? I'll get it to you. I just can't do it today. I had 120 like a second ago. I don't know why he wouldn't like.
The ringmaster, with a keen eye for character and an understanding of the ebbs and flows of fortune, listens to Ragnar's appeal. His demeanor, usually firm and unyielding when it comes to debts, softens slightly in recognition of Ragnar's earnestness and the shared warrior's bond. Ragnar, you've shown yourself to be a man of courage and, let's not forget luck. The ringmaster starts, his voice carrying a note of respect. Your valor in betting and your spirit of adventure have not gone unnoticed in these parts. He pauses, considering the proposition. Collateral, you say? Well, that's not typically how we operate here. However, your mention of the Viper and your quest. That does change the stakes somewhat.
How?
Marcus the Viper Blackthorn is a man of particular interests and, as it happens, a man with a soft spot for those bold enough to carve their own path in this world. Leaning closer, the ringmaster lowers his voice. Here's what I'll do for you, Ragnar. Given your unique position and the potential value of your quest to the likes of the Viper, I'll hold off on collecting your debt. Instead, I'll send word to the Viper about your situation. If he sees fit to cover your debt, then consider it settled. If not, we'll need to discuss alternative forms of repayment.
Oh, sick. Cool.
He extends his hand, not for gold, but in agreement.
Alright, I shake his hand, and then I will head over to the Viper, and I'm going to start the conversation as one does in a betting ring. Hey man, do you happen to have 120 gold pieces? I know you have a serious gambling problem, and also the financial problems that come along with that. But, I thought I'd ask. Also, what are you doing here, man? You have a bandit. You have a cove of bandits. Shouldn't you be doing bandit things?
As Ragnar approaches the Viper, ready to engage in conversation, it's important to remember that the Viper, Marcus, the Viper, Blackthorn, is not physically present in the betting ring at the moment.
What are you talking about?
The nuances of Pirate Cove's power dynamics and the Viper's reputation suggest that finding him directly, especially within the context of the turtle races,
Dude, what are you
might require a more nuanced approach or utilizing connections within the cove.
You're completely wrong.
However, let's imagine you manage to send a message or find a way to meet with the Viper, given your newfound standing and the ringmaster's willingness to relay your situation.
God, he's being mad weird.
Your bold approach catches him off guard, but the Viper is known for his cunning and his ability to see opportunities where others see dead ends. 120 gold pieces, you say? The Viper muses, eyeing you with a mix of curiosity and amusement. And here I was thinking my gambling was the talk of the cove. Seems like you've made a bit of a wager yourself. He leans back, considering your situation with an intrigued expression. Ragnar, isn't it? I've heard whispers about your exploits. Quite the adventurer, throwing caution to the wind for the thrill of the bet. Admirable, or foolish, time will tell. As for your inquiry about his whereabouts and responsibilities, the Viper chuckles, a sound that seems to carry both warmth and warning. A cove of bandits, yes, but even bandits need a respite from the usual bandit things. Besides, every good leader knows the value of keeping an ear to the ground, especially in places as lively as the salty Kraken. Leaning forward, the Viper offers a proposition, his gaze sharp. As for your debt, I find myself intrigued by your boldness and your plight. Let's strike a deal. Assist me with a particular. Let's call it a challenge. That requires your unique skills, and not only will I cover your debt, but I'll also ensure you're well compensated for your efforts. The Viper's offer hangs in the air, a chance for Ragnar to turn his fortunes around, to settle his debt, and perhaps to embark on an adventure that could redefine his standing in Pirate Cove and beyond.
Alright, well obviously I accept the Viper. Thank you for taking my case into consideration. I am a bit under the weather when concerned with coin, so any help is extremely welcome. I find myself indebted to one pirate as well as you, so a bandit pirate. I can't imagine how this situation would get any worse. So, what do you need help with?
The Viper's gaze sharpens at Ragnar's acceptance, a flicker of satisfaction crossing his features. Your predicament does sound dire, Ragnar, but perhaps it's fate. It's not every day one finds themselves indebted to both a pirate and a bandit. Yet here we are, he muses, the corner of his mouth twitching in amusement. As for the task at hand, the Viper continues, his tone turning serious. It's a matter requiring both discretion and your unique approach to problem solving. There's a rival group causing us significant trouble, encroaching on territories that are, by unspoken agreement, ours.
Yeah. My legs are locking up.
Their actions threaten not just the balance of power in the cove but also the safety of our operations. He leans in, ensuring Ragnar understands the gravity of the situation.
Well, obviously.
I need you to send a clear message to these rivals. A demonstration, if you will, of why it's a poor decision to cross the Shadow Cove bandits. However, it's paramount that this message is delivered in a way that doesn't lead back to us directly. Subtlety isn't typically a trait I'd associate with a barbarian, but I've heard you're full of surprises.
I am.
The Viper pulls out a small, intricately carved box, sliding it across the table to Ragnar.
What? Okay.
Inside, you'll find all the details you need to identify and locate our problem. Consider this a test of your abilities and your commitment to settling your debts. He stands, signaling the end of their discussion. Complete this task, Ragnar, and not only is your debt to me cleared, but you'll also find my gratitude can be quite generous.
All right. I think that is a great point to end on. I think that's a pretty good one. Plus, my legs are getting tired from doing my idle squats. Maybe I should stop doing those. Either way, my legs are gonna get tired regardless. But where is my ending music, do you think? Does anybody know? Can you find any of that? There it is. Okay. All right. If you're still here, thank you so much for being along for the adventure. In this adventure, we have successfully battled some sea monsters on the Jasmin Sea. We have earned the favor of Captain Haley Blacktide, and we are well on our way of establishing ourselves in Pirate Cove. I have also lost a lot of money on the betting ring. I probably should have stopped after the third win, but I kind of wanted to do the rest of this campaign rich. 120 is a sizable amount, but it is nothing like buying my way out of every problem. Plus, there's another part of this this entire adventure where that much money is going to come in handy, but we have lost it all, so that's my bad planning. Maybe I'll step back, I'll come back to the betting ring next time, but you know, we fudged it up this time. That's my fault. I take full responsibility. Trying to be a millionaire out here. Either way, though, that was the adventure for tonight. If you stuck around and you liked this adventure and you want to play it for yourself, you can go to chat.openai.com, look up Eldoria Text RPG, and I have a lot of expansions there. I would say start with Roderick Village and work your way through. We have adventures on the Jasmin Sea, we have adventures in Pirate Cove, and we have 2 more areas we're going to explore. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you for stopping by. And from one adventurer to another, be safe out there. And from a barbarian to another adventurer, stay calm, okay? Not every problem needs you to start punching people. Sometimes you just gotta take those L's, alright? But that has been my time here today on the Ragnar Show. Thank you so much for showing up, and I will see you next adventure. next time. Alright. Adios from Eldoria. Sorry, I like this part of the sound, the song. Bam, bam, bam. Bam, 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 bam. Yes, okay, alright, I'm done. My fault. Alright, good stuff. Good stuff. Okay, seriously, I have like things I want to do. I'm just dancing in front of the screen. Alright. Oof. Good stuff.